For today's video, we're gonna make a dino dance battle program, and I really like this one. I'm gonna give you guys a little demo so that you guys can see what we're gonna build. Today we're going to learn about loops and how they work to allow us to do the same repetition multiple times without having to write the same code. So basically what loops are a wrapper around certain steps that you would like to repeat several times to accomplish something. In the tutorial that I'm following today, we're going to make two dinosaurs do a dance battle. And again, this tutorial is from the book Coding for Kids in Scratch 3. And I've decided I want to follow this book and finish all the tutorials and put them online so that everybody can follow them, as well as my son. And let's go ahead and get started. For this tutorial, we are using two dinos. So we're gonna do what we did yesterday, get rid of the sprite that we don't need. Go ahead and find the sprites we do need. They are dinosaurs, so I'm just gonna search them. There. So we have Dinosaur 2 and Dinosaur 1. And we're gonna get the Dinosaur 1 and the Dinosaur 2. So to use multiple ones, you just click again on the choose a sprite right here on the bottom, the little dog, cat, slash, I don't know, not sure looking thing. And then we're using the second dinosaur. Oh, and I did realize this yesterday, but I didn't mention it, is that if you hover over things on the sprites, if you hover over the sprites, you can see their what they actually do. that was fun. Okay, now we have both our sprites. Now we are going to add a background to it to give it a little more life. So the book calls for this background. I'm gonna have them dance in the night city. Yeah, there we go. So we've chose our stage and our characters, and now we're gonna go ahead and start doing the code for them to make them dance, do a dance battle. So the book mentions to make sure we separate them on the page, one on one side and the other on the other side, so one on the left, one on the right. And it also says to not worry about the little red one here, that we'll go ahead and switch them around on our program. So we're gonna add an event that when we click the flag, the green flag, we're gonna have the dinosaur be set on the left side of the stage. So right now we're gonna do the long neck dinosaur. We want it to be on the left. So we want them on the left side of the page. And again, this one sets the position, the initial position of your sprite. In this case, it will be set on the leftmost side of the page, I guess. And we're going to give it a show. We want it to show on the left side, so that it's so we can make sure it's visible. At the end we're gonna make it hide, but for now we wanted to show at the beginning. We're gonna add a few other looks. So we want our sprite to switch its looks as it's dancing. Switch costume. They call them costume. So we want to do number 1, A first. So as you can see, it has 4 different looks. A, B, C, D. So we're gonna go to A first. We're going to set a color for it. The color effect to 0, because we don't want any colors. And this is one of the ones that we used yesterday, but we used a very small one. We were using this next custom, and now we're gonna have our sprite say something. We want him to say it, not thinking. If we do that thing, I believe a little bubble pops up, but saying does something else. And we're gonna have it ask if the other dinosaur wants to battle. And we're going to wait for 2 seconds. And this is a control block. Now if we click it, let's see what it does. Well, let's do the wait it, and then the little thing disappear. Oh, I wonder what the other one does. Let's see, just for the fun of it. Oh, I guess I can come back to it, but I could. Let's try this one and see what thing does. Ah, it has little bubbles up here. So if you guys notice, it has little dots instead of the, when he says, it actually looks like a same bubble, kind of like in the comics. Ah, does it want to come back? There. Okay, we're back to our original. I just wanted to see what was the difference between the say block and the think block. Now we're going to add a loop to make our sprite dance. This is how we add the animation to the character. We're adding a repeat loop. So the loops are in the control environment. And we're going to add a repeat loop. We're going to make it repeat for 60, repeat it 60 times. So it's going to go count 1 through 60 and repeat it 60 times. We wanted to change, so since we wanted to move, we wanted to change the different things it does. And we're going to change, and we're going to change its color. That should be interesting. Now we're going to add a short delay to allow for the space to see the motion. So this here is our loop. So what our loop is doing is changing what the character looks like from the different costumes it has. As we saw them yesterday, if you go here, costumes, I'll show you the different ones. So A stands straight, and then B moves the neck, C twists the neck, D stomps with its feet. So those this is when it does the change custom, it'll go through these ones and change it. And then the change color, I'm assuming it'll change colors, I'm not too sure yet, but we'll find out. And we're adding motion to it. We want him to, we're gonna have our dinosaur glide for 3 seconds. And have our dinosaur glide for 3 seconds. 100, and set him to 180, which is making it glide from the left to the right. And then finally, we want it to disappear from the dancing stage. Now we're gonna do a similar thing with the other dinosaur, the other sprite, with a little twist. So let's click on the other dinosaur to add the code for it. So if you click on depending on which one you click, you have your different working coding background. Okay. So we're gonna start its initial position. We want this guy on the right side. And this is where we make him point in that direction. We're gonna make it point in the other direction, so it's not facing this way. So okay. Now we're gonna set the rotation. Start to left, from left to right. We're going to have it show. I don't want our character hiding. So this is slightly different than the other one, because since our character was twisted backward, the other way, facing the other way, we had to add the functionality to turn them to face each other. Switch costume. So from here, it's very similar to the other one. I change it to the first one. We're going to set the color effect to 0, to nothing yet. Then we're going to wait. Waiting. We're gonna wait. Here it is. We're gonna wait for 2 seconds. And now we're gonna have him speak to the other one to say that it wants to battle. And now we're adding our repeat loop, similar as the other one. Repeats depending on how many times you want to repeat. And in our case, we're gonna repeat it 60 times. Do the same thing as we did in the other loop. We're gonna change the way the character looks as we count. So we're gonna do this. Oh, sorry, it has to be inside. So make sure you drag it inside. You can see the gray background that's telling you where it's going. Yeah, that should be inside the loop. We're gonna change its color right there, and we're gonna wait 0.25. So we're gonna wait 0.25 before we do the next increment. So before we go to the next, so what it basically does, it changes custom, it changes color, and then it waits 0.25 seconds before it comes back up here and does it again for 60 times. And it keeps doing this 60 times. Now we're gonna point him to we're gonna make him point to the right, or face to the right, and he also is gonna glide, but he's going to glide. He's also gonna glide from the left to the right side. So let's do that. And we're going to have it hide at the end. Okay, we can check it out. Let's see what it does. We're gonna go. So when you click these, it basically will start both of them. Show dance. Oh, show battle. Yes, let's dance. Oh, that is pretty cool. So this is going on for like 60 times. Oh, that's what the change color does. It literally changes their color. And they're sliding. Alright, let's see. So now we're going to add music. Because what would it be without music? You can do a dance battle, right? Yeah, sorry, a dance battle. I guess my brain's still asleep. So we click on the sound tab. Oh, this is a tab we were looking at yesterday. We click on the choose sound. Which will not say choose sound unless you hover over it. But here is your choose a sound. Oh, that's a lot of different sounds. And the book calls for a song called Dance Around. So I'm just gonna find it. And then click on it. And we're gonna go to the code. Just to click on the code again. Now we're just gonna cue the music. So it doesn't really say where to add it, whether on Sprite 1 or Sprite 2. But okay, so it doesn't say exactly where to add it, Sprite 1 or Sprite 2. So I'm just going to add it here, and we'll see what it does. If it doesn't work, we can always modify it. And we're gonna put 4 seconds because we need 4 seconds before the music starts, because it takes them about 4 seconds total to talk to each other about dancing. And then we're going to click on the sound bubble, and we're going to put the dance all around until the song is done. And if you click here, you can change. Oh, you can do your own recording here. Remember yesterday we were trying to figure out how to record? apparently you click on this one. I'm not a very good singer, so I am not going to record myself singing. Okay, let's try it out. See what it does. Make sure I have my speakers on. That's pretty fun.